Assalamu Alaikum everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a great day. Eid Mubarak to all of you. In today's video is going to be a little bit different to where we normally analyze in a stock. Today we're going to look at my watch list. Okay, I've created a watch list for myself, based on the companies that I want to own, companies that I would like to own in the future, and the ones that are already in my portfolio I would like to add to. Some of you have asked me, what you're doing right now in the markets and so on, and I've got a video coming up for the portfolio update just to tell you all the changes that I've made in the month of April. But I just wanted to kind of give you also my watch list to show you from now until end of July what I'm doing, what my plan is, what are some of the companies that I would like to own. And the reason I'd like to do this and create a watch list is because there's so much happening right now in the stock market. Okay, it's hard to keep up. And sometimes it makes things difficult for us to actually focus on the quality companies that we would like to add to our portfolio and so on. So I like to have a list, and then everything I do basically is based on that list. I do the research first, I add those companies to my watch list, and then each week I look at and identify a couple of companies or 2-3 companies I would like to add to. I basically then think about, are they reporting their earnings this week? And if they are, then I will make sure I make note of going and reading the report first, understand what's happening in the business, then go ahead and actually add to that company in my portfolio or whatever the case might be. Okay, so that is something that I normally like to do, and today I want to share that with you. So let's start first. So we're going to start with what we're doing first, May to July. So between now and the end of July, my plan is to add to these companies. I own all of these companies. So I've got Colgate. Right now, it has a higher PE, but it is one of the companies that I've added to my portfolio recently, and I'll give you the full breakdown when we look at the portfolio generally and what I'm doing with it in the future. Right now, these are companies that I've identified in my portfolio that I'm still growing, basically I'm still adding to. And the reason is they're either down or I haven't reached that 5% threshold yet. Okay, so Colgate and UPS are very new, so they still haven't basically reached that threshold. Right now, when it comes to Colgate, the price is $75 per share. My fair value was 80, and after 5% margin of safety, okay, and I like to do margin of safety because again, that you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes your estimations could be wrong. The fair value, by the way, comes from Morningstar, and I do actually like Morningstar because so far, I've been with them for about 2 years now. They've actually been consistently good in terms of predicting like the fair value of a company. Okay, again, remember those are estimates based on the company's earnings, free cash flow, all of that stuff. Once they've done their discounted cash flow models and all that, that's the fair value they come up with. So I like to have another top of that 5%. So my entry point was 76, and it reached that in the last couple of days. So I started buying a bit more. Okay, the 52-week low was 72, so it went down as low as $72 per share. Height was $85 per share, and the percentage of that 52-week is just 4%. Okay, percentage of the low, and the high is about 12%. So it's actually gone down about 12% from this all-time high, basically, which is actually quite interesting because there's a lot of the companies that you see here have actually gone down. And obviously, because the whole market is going down, you expect this type of thing to happen. The next is UPS. Okay, as you can see here, my entry point is $177 per share. Right now it's $178. So it's a good fair value for me at the moment. Lowe's is another company. Okay, when it comes to my price, entry point is $193. Right now trading $203 per share. Okay, so the price of that is about 5%. Now, one of the things I want to do with Lowe's, I do own, I think, about 10 shares right now, but I want to increase that. I want to increase that to 15-20 shares as the portfolio grows. I want this company to be at least a minimum of 5 or more % in my overall portfolio. It's a great company, it's a quality company, and so on. MDT or Medtronics is again another company. I think I own about 12, 13 shares, whatever, is still undervalued in my opinion. My price target is 99 after 5% thingy. So again, it's getting there. Okay, it's going back to where it used to be, but I think the price target for this one, fair value, is 104 according to Morningstar. In fact, I'm going to double check that very quickly, because Medtronics is in my portfolio. So let's have a quick look and double check if it's 4 stars right now. So I don't think it's 104. I think it was more than that. 129 fair value. I knew that it was 129. Not the fair value is not 100, for 129. Oops, where did it go? I pressed the wrong thing. Here we go. Let's go back here. Just click that. 129. Okay, so just to double check that, that's the fair value for this company. 20% discount at the moment. Okay, 129. So it's 15%, minus 15% right now. So the 15% discount of it, and that takes into consideration 5% or $6 of basically margin safety that I would like to have. Home Depot is another company. Okay, 300 is the fair value. My price entry is 285. Okay, right now it's slightly over that, so I'm just going to wait for a bit. Okay, just wait for a bit and see what happens in the next few weeks. But definitely, as you know, if it goes below 300, I'm adding. Okay, if it goes below 300, I'm adding a bit more. I think I own 10 shares as well. Pfizer has reported their earnings today. I think they basically beat everything apart from their guidance. They actually said they predicting slightly lower, they're estimating slightly lower earnings next quarter, whatever. So for that reason, I think it's down a little bit today. So I will be buying a bit more. As you know, if it goes below 46, I'm a buyer, definitely. Okay, so that is just the stocks that I'm going to add to between now and July. This is my main focus. Okay, and all of these companies, like I said, at Pfizer, I want this company to be at least minimum 5% of my portfolio. Okay, right now it's not there yet. So Pfizer is one of the companies. I think I own 25 shares of it. Home Depot, Medtronics, Lowe's, all of them are quality companies in my opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I've done my research, and based on my research, I think they're quality companies. So I'm going to add more of these companies in between now. So whenever something happens in the market in the next few months, so the market goes down 5%, 10%, whatever, I'm going to come back here and say, okay, how much of these companies do I own? Have they reached that 5% threshold? Are they down quite a bit? And then systematically start adding. Otherwise, what you end up buying is basically companies randomly, because you see some news that some company went down, like a Facebook, or Amazon down 20-30% this day, or whatever it was. Then you start thinking, oh, should I buy more? Or should I buy more? That company, whatever. You need to have a discipline, and this keeps me disciplined, keeps me on the right track. Okay, I own these companies. I have a philosophy. I want to basically stick with that. Right. So the next part, okay, I've got 4 sections of this, by the way. So this is the definitely companies that I'm going to add to in the next few months. Then I've got companies that I'm averaging down. Right. I own all of them. They're all down, including Unilever. I left that one out. Okay, because I don't know if I want to average it down yet. We'll see how it goes. It looks like it's bouncing back, so I'm just going to leave it for a bit. But all of these companies, all 5 of them, are down at the moment. They're all in my portfolio. They're all undervalued. So each week, okay, after adding bits of these companies, I'm also going to add a little bit of these companies here and there wherever I can, because they are down significantly. Okay, especially Stanley Black & Decker, VFCs, and I think 3M are all down quite a bit. Air Products and Chemicals is quite volatile stock actually. It goes up and down quite a bit, but at the moment I'm not down as much as I was. At one point I think it was down 200-300 pounds. Right now it's probably about 100 or something, whatever it is. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but you can see, for example, Stanley Black & Decker is almost down 45% from its all-time highs. So again, I'm actually adding to these companies in the next few months. The next section is the one that is really interesting, and that's the technology stocks. These companies are beaten down, right? Look at the 43% from this all-time high, 41%. Microsoft is not bad, 18%. Okay, KLA, again, 28%, not great, but it's okay. 24% for Qualcomm. I'm really shocked at 24%. Okay, Visa, another one, 16% and 10%. The best performing basically company in my portfolio in terms of what's happening in the last few months, okay, is Mastercard. Who would thought? Okay, now I've got a video coming up possibly today or tomorrow. If I get the time, I'll probably do it today about Visa and Mastercard. I'm going to make some changes in my portfolio, so I just want to let you know it involves these two companies, and I'll talk about it in that video in more detail. So these companies are all in my portfolio. They're all down, okay, just like this part here. I will be adding to them, but my issue is I own, I think, almost a 16,000 pounds worth of these companies right now. So I'm a little bit hesitant adding more money, okay, because I want to have a diversified portfolio. So I don't want to have more than 30% in one sector. That would be absolutely crazy, but I think it's heading that direction, or already above that. So I'm going to be really careful what I do with these companies, but I definitely have plans for Visa and Mastercard, as well as Salesforce and Adobe. So stay in touch. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, okay, like those videos, and stay tuned, because I'm definitely going to do a video either today or tomorrow if I get the time, inshallah. The next companies is the companies that I'm going to add to my portfolio. Okay, I would like to add these companies to my portfolio at some point. Not all of them, but these are the ones I'm watching right now. And what I'm doing is I normally add new companies to the watch list, and then once they hit the price targets, then that's when I start doing the research and say, okay, am I actually ready to put money in, fresh money into these companies, or should I wait a little bit more? And right now, all of them are, a lot of them, to be honest with you, I'm still like PSA, for example. I would like it to come down a little bit. I really like the company. I've got, by the way, a video coming up on the REITs. So this public storage, digital realty trust, and all of them, they are definitely and REITs companies. So I'm definitely doing a video. I've done the research already. I just need to record it and release it as soon as I can, inshallah, probably end of the week or so. So yeah, so these are companies that I would like to add to the portfolio, and the reason is because I don't have any REITs. Okay, I don't have any oil companies. I don't have any financials yet. Okay, and Sharon Williams is basically a paint company. It's very similar to PBG. Both of them are very similar, but they are a lot bigger. And I really would like to add to this portfolio, but right now, 43%. This company has to come down a lot for me to even look at it. Okay, and ASML is one of the companies I'm so tempted to add to the portfolio, but whenever I look at how much technology companies I own, it kind of puts me off a little bit, and I want to have that diversified portfolio. I've already owned quite a bit of tech companies. Right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Right, stay tuned. I'm definitely doing another video as soon as I can about Visa, Mastercard, and Salesforce and Adobe. Some of you have asked me what am I doing in terms of technology companies or tech companies or growth companies. Okay, so stay tuned for that one. I'll let you know as soon as I finish the video, inshallah. Assalamu Alaikum. Take care.